Hello, back. Game number 3. We've got EmpireKas, our blue Terran player over here on the right side of Antigua Shipyard, and the winner of last game who managed to tie it up 1-1. We're going to have EGPuMa on the left side as our red Terran player. Now, we saw almost a complete reversal in the outcome of those two games, considering they had essentially these exact same strategy from the first game. And if you looked at the resources lost tab, you will see that it was a 2-to-1 ratio. Kas lost twice as many resources as Puma did, and that's exactly what you want to have happen if you're going to be playing mech versus a bio player. And I mean, that's just what it came down to, how efficient Kas was versus Puma. And Puma was just so efficient. I mean, that all the engagements, actually the last game there was what, 2 engagements? Yeah, I think maybe 2. There's some small ones, but nothing real serious. The only serious one happened at the end of the game when Kas tried to do that. I mean, granted, he did do it as well as he could. He came from the left and the top, and he came from the right on the side. But like I was talking about at the beginning of the game, that's just not a very good map to mech on. And assuming that loser picks in this tournament, which I think it was, we saw Puma pick that map, which makes sense considering he was going to go mech. And this game, Kas lost, so he picked Antigua Shipyard, and I don't know the other options he had for this map, or the map pool, but Antigua Shipyard is also not a very good biomap, in my opinion. I do think it's better than Shakura's Plateau a little bit, but it's still really easy for the mech player just to sit right here, you know, get his third nice and easy, throw up a nice turret ring, you know, all along this side, and then also all along up here. While it's still a little bit better, like I said, than Shakura's Plateau, it's still not that great for bio, in my opinion. So this game we'll just see again if both players decide to do the same build, which they probably will. We'll see, you know, what kind of what works as well as it does, because both players seem to be doing their build very well, given the circumstances of the map. So not much else going on. What's he making here? Making a Reaper. So Puma gonna go for the Reaper opening this time. And Kas looks like he's going to be going for the Command Center first build. So we'll see this game if Puma can get some going to do some scouting, obviously, and see if he can get any work done, killing off some. And he's going to easily scout that. Oh, look at that. Did he see it? Did he see it? Yes, he did see it. Look at that. Nice scout from that SCV. So all this Reaper has to do is just get some kills, not much else to see. The only thing he could probably see is, okay, is he going to go how many barracks? Excuse me. Still nursing a little bit of a cough, but the only thing you can really see now, if you're going to do with this Reaper, is, okay, is he going to go for double gas and start to do some tech, or is he going to throw down like 3+ barracks in his base and just start going really heavy bio? And we see already 2 barracks going to go down, and he's only going to take 1 gas for now. So that'd be something worthwhile seeing, just at least these 2 command centers or these 2 extra barracks and the double gas. So double gas going to go down. Those gas are a little bit earlier than he went with last game. The last game he was defending against a Banshee attack, so he just wanted to make a couple extra Marines. And this Reaper can just run up in there. Where are you going, Reaper? That's a free scout, but he's got better things to do. He's got an eye on this SCV, and he wants to take it out. But I don't know. Puma just a little too scared to run up that ramp, or run up this obvious spot to go to. So sending out a scout SCV, sees where those Marines are, and he's going to take that SCV down. Those Marines are going to fall back to the middle of the map, and not too much was accomplished here with this Reaper, unfortunately. Didn't take the risk, and now he moves the Marines up here. Fortunately, a little too late. Puma could have taken advantage of that, but you know, he couldn't have known that. Combat shield on the way, and is that 3 Reapers? Oh, it's been a while since I've seen that many Reapers together. Maybe they'll make a run for it, they'll make a break for it up here. They'll just jump up there and just scan and take him out. Who knows? So we got 2 more barracks on the way here for Puma's second gas hasn't even started yet, but he has his command center up. But it's albeit much later than Kas's. Kas is up here, a 9 supply lead versus Puma. So both players seem to be, they're just going to macro up for a while. Both players have their expansion up. Macro is going to be going on, and look at this Puma going to go for bio this game, it seems. Got double reactors up, and on his barracks, so he's going to be pumping out a really huge bio force, more than even at this point. Okay, now he's throwing down the second reactor, I was going to say. So we have Kas matching Puma's production capabilities for going bio. So this game is going to be a bio versus bio, and we'll see who's got the better bio going on into this game. One SCV going to go to the middle of the map, and quick reaction there from Puma is going to pull that guy back before he completely dies, only drops down to 9 life. I had a pretty good dinner tonight. I got myself a steak from the grocery store and fried it up in my pan. Did that pan searing, and then you put in the oven real quick, and then went back and forth. It was pretty good. I was pretty happy with it. It was the first time I've done that. I just got my new cast iron skillet in the mail, so I was happy to use that, and it was pretty tasty. I'll have to do that occasionally. Some more, probably find some more uses for it. Right now, it's just steak. Just steak. And a big force here from Puma. Look at the timings here. Kas is 1+1, and Stim is going to finish a lot faster than Puma's will. So if this engagement happens before these 2 upgrades finish for Puma, this is going to go directly in Kas's favor, considering he's got a lot of Marines. But then again, Puma already has combat shield, so I don't know. This could be kind of close here. We'll see here. But he's got so many more Marines. Look at all those extra Marines. He even has some over here. Keep an eye on this back. Reapers throwing some explosions at those buildings, which yeah, that's getting removed in Heart of the Swarm. Now that I think about it, Reapers won't be able to do extra damage versus buildings. We'll have a regen capability, because everybody knows Reapers would be so much more effective if they regen health. Oh well, maybe it'll work. Who knows? You can only theory craft so much about new upcoming patch changes, etc., expansions. Unless, I mean, really, the test is to actually use it, play with it, and then see what happens. There's no way the people designing StarCraft could have expected and, you know, predicted certain strategies to appear. But anything, we have a strategy going up to the top of this, but no, it's shut down. Kas even stims to put a nail in the coffin. Puma's forced to fall back there. Lost one of those Reapers, but he's wishing that he had that health regen right now. This guy down to 22 life. Check back in the mains of both players. Production capabilities, he's got some, what is he making here? Tech lab. Maybe starting to add in a couple tanks. He's got 1 engineering bay for Kas, getting those upgrades. And over here for Puma, we see pretty much the exact same thing. Factory tech lab, but no, does he have a, oh, yep, there we go, I already saw it. What am I thinking about? There's that starport, he's got that sucker done. 1 Marine hanging under here at the top, keeping an eye on that 3rd. And Kas is getting tired of waiting around. He wants to go for it. He's got a supply lead versus Puma. He has those upgrades finished. The Reaper's coming to the front, and that guy just explodes. Got a little Reaper parts all over the middle of Antigua Shipyard. And the 3rd is being built over here for Kas, so he's going to make a nice move here, get map control, take that 3rd, while Puma's going to be forced to fall back in the defensive. And Puma does not have siege tanks. So if we see Kas go for a nice drop here at the top, and pushing the bottom kind of separated. His forces scan going to go down. Scan is going to go down. Kas is going to see it, and they're going to go for it right here in the middle. Big fight, just Marine on Marine action. Who's going to have more units? It's so close. Oh, looks like Puma's going to win, but even though the supply is still favoring Kas, is going to jump up into the main. Those guys got left behind, and he loses the medevac, so a couple more units being dropped in the main here. Going to try and scavenge or save what's left of this drop, what's left of Kas's forces. Even gets a couple SCV kills there. Puma, thinking those SCVs are a little bit stronger than they were, managed to try and take out a couple of those Marines, but it wasn't enough. He should have just ran those guys away. Lost a couple guys there. So let's check the worker killed 25 for Kas. Kas has killed 25 workers. You also have to remember at the beginning of that fight, Puma was behind in Marines, but he pulled a lot of SCVs from his expansion mineral line to try and buffer that attack. So if he would have pulled those SCVs, that fight easily would have went in Kas's favor. So Puma did sacrifice a couple SCVs there. Let's check the old worker count. 40 versus 60. Oh my gosh, Kas has such a nice worker lead. So that trade was easily in favor of Kas, considering the worker count. But the Marines are favoring Puma. So I don't know whether Kas just got a little sloppy there with his macro during that situation, or he hasn't produced enough dudes, or he got supply blocked, or what the deal was there. But you can see a big disparity between the Marine count between Puma and Kas. But Kas, like I said, does have the worker lead, so the longer the game goes on, the more it's going to be favoring Kas. Marine does scout the 3rd base being repositioned over here by Kas, but Puma quickly puts that Marine in the most annoying position in the world. There's nothing more annoying as a Terran player than just having something be underneath where you want to land your building. So 2 Marines beats 1 Marine in the middle, but you know what? 15 Marines make that like 35 Marines beats 2 Marines. And with some siege tanks and a lot of medevacs, the medevac count here for Puma is getting quite high, 6 versus 4. And the 2 tanks here with siege mode complete. But look at this, Cass is a nice force himself. We're going to have another battle in the middle. Siege is going to go first for PUMA. Is he in range? He's not in range. Actually, he was there. It seemed like he was. Yep, a couple of those guys were somehow down here is in range of that. Oh, there we go. The wrong tank selected. That makes more sense. Look at those blood spots right inside that range. Got a couple shots off. But falling back, supply favoring Cass, obviously, still. He's got that third base up, and he's getting so much extra mining time in right now, and it's working out in Cass's favor. The third here for PUMA just now getting done. Going to start dropping some mules, and more bunkers, or sorry, barracks being placed down for PUMA. He's going to need some extra barracks to so his production equals the amount of income he's gaining from that new base. He scans, he's going to go for it. Yes, he sees the tanks are on siege, he's going to go for it. Puma's going to push straight in, he's going to snipe a tank and then fall back, only taking one tank shot before getting out of there. And with this many medevacs, you can afford to do stuff like that. Look at all the energy that he has built up there. You can afford to stim, like, what is this insane number of Marines? He's like 50 Marines here. You can afford to stim 50 Marines, run and snipe a tank and run away because your medevacs will just instantly heal all your dudes. And look at these intercepting double drop. Oh my god, that was huge. Cass just lost 2 medevacs full of Marines, and that couldn't have went any worse for Cass. I mean, he still has a supply lead somehow. Cass with some nice macro, but PUMA just getting so lucky right there, just being in the right spot, right time. He's going to come in from the left side. Cass is going to flank, and he's going to continue to push in your scan. He's going to see the tanks. Nope, he's not going to continue it, but if he takes out the starport, that's going to severely hamper his medevac production. And now he's got some reinforcements coming off out of the production facility. He's going to force these guys to fall back, trying to bait those back into the tanks line. But no, PUMA is falling back, trying to catch those units back. But he's going to lose the starport. Cass is going to lose the starport, even though he's tried repairing it with a couple SCVs. Not enough there. And here we have the big attack. Tanks out of position. Oh my god! And Cass is just kind of throwing his stuff around. Not really. Oh man, this just went so badly for Cass. Oh my god, he just got completely intercepted, and PUMA just shuts him down. And oh my gosh, yep, cleaning up the rest of that. Finally, Cass, after enough reinforcements coming out of those buildings, he's managed to fight off that small little attack. But this really, it seemed like that put Cass on tilt after losing those 2 medevacs full of Marines, because he just went for a huge counterattack and just lost all his tanks, wasn't sieged up, came in here, just kind of sacrificed all his Marines, killed like maybe a couple SCVs, 28, I think he was at like 25, so that was just really bad engagement there from Cass, and that could have cost him the game. We'll see here. It's still fairly close. Supplies almost dead even. Let's check the unit count, 38 versus 61, but oh man, PUMA's such a huge lead as far as medevacs go and Marines go. It's easily favoring PUMA. Let's check the worker count. 91. Oh my god, Cass has got so many workers. I think he's a little oversaturated at this point. Maybe start going down some command centers and orbitals instead. But PUMA going in with the right side of here, just going to continue to poke in there and delay the amount of medevacs he can produce. But he's going to push in here from the right, but the tanks are out of position, and they're finally getting sieged up, but it's too late. PUMA pushes in the exact same time. Like a surgeon, cuts out the tumor that is Cass's tanks, and Cass is going to get wiped up here. And, I mean, it's only a matter of time now after he lost that force so convincingly. I mean, he didn't sustain any Marine losses from any of those tanks before they even got in siege mode, taking them all out. And, yep, it's just going to come down to when is Cass going to GG out. And PUMA is going to take this series 2-1, coming back from the grave. But Cass is going to give up that easy, send in some siege tanks, but there's so many Marines here. Look at all the Marines, so many medevacs. He can just heal everything all day long, almost continuous stem. And Cass is giving it his all. I'll give him that, but there's the GG finally from Cass. And it was interesting. I really wasn't expecting this game to see PUMA do bio instead of mech, considering the situation now. Knowing that Cass picked the map, and maybe he's trying to metagame him by doing the opposite of what Cass thought he was going to do. Maybe Cass had a really good... I don't know, just straight up bio play he was going to do, but Marine tank medevac seemed to be the style to go on this map. Both players went for it straight up, and yeah, interesting game here between both players, but it just like that critical moment where Cass lost both those medevacs. Up until that point, he was in such a good position, had a nice lead, had his third up sooner, just lost those 2 medevacs, put him on tilt, and he went for a huge counterattack and just kind of lost his... I don't know, it just wasn't a smart move at all, and the fact that it wasn't a smart move on top of he executed it very poorly caused him to lose the game, and also that final nail in the coffin with him sieging up those like 5 tanks out in the middle with no marine support, and then Puma coming in and just crushing it. That was pretty much the end of the game right there. So hope you guys enjoyed this best of 3 series from ML's Assembly. If you guys want to see more of my stuff, please subscribe. That helps me out. I'd appreciate it. See you guys later.